Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Now, this second video lecture of week 10th for the course Biostatistics 1 is the continuation of my previous first video lecture of week 10. In the first video lecture, we have learned about the introduction of probability. Now, in this video lecture, we are going to discuss some problems for politics related to probability. So, you see over here some examples related to probability. Example number 1. What is the probability of obtaining a head in the toss of an unbased coin? So, dear student, first of all, note that I have already told you that for the probability, note that what are the possible outcomes of the experiment. In this problem, we have an experiment to toss a coin. So, when we toss a coin, we have two possible outcomes. One head and other is tail. So, the possible outcomes occurs of a head or tail. So, the sample space for this experiment contain the outcome head and tail. Now our choice, note that the choice. So in the problem, you should to note two things. One is the experiment description and other is the choice description. So in this problem, the experiment description is tossing a coin and the choice experiment is obtaining a head. This is our choice. So obtaining a head, according to this choice, the possible outcome of our choice from the sample space will be only one, obtaining a head. So in this sample space there is only one outcome. So the choice of the event of our choice contain only one outcome. Now to find the probability of obtaining a head, so the number of outcomes in the event A and the number of outcome in the sample space. So in this event there is only one outcome and in the sample space there are two outcomes. So the probability of event A is equal to 1 over 2. Now another example, what is the probability of obtaining at least one head in the simultaneous toss of two unbased coins? So in this problem, note two things. One is the description of the experiment. So the description of the experiment here is tossing two coins at a time. Tossing two coins at a time. So for this experiment to toss two coins at a time, we obtain the possible outcomes are maybe for both kind we obtain heads, maybe for the one kind we obtain head and for the other kind we obtain tail, maybe for the first kind we get tail and for the second kind we get head, and maybe we get tail for the first kind and tail for the second kind also. So in this case, for the experiment there are four possible outcomes. So the sample space contain the outcome head, head, head and tail and head, and tail and tail. Now the number of sample space is equal to 4. Now now note that the description of our choice, obtaining at least one head. This is the description of our choice, obtaining at least one head. So obtaining at least one head, under this description we have the choice outcome in the sample space. At least one head appear in this outcome, at least one head appear in this outcome, at least one head appear in this outcome. So the outcome of our event A contain these three outcomes. So the number of outcome in the samples in the event A is equal to 3, and the number of outcome in the sample space is equal to 4. So the probability of our choice is equal to 3 by 4. Now another problem: to find the probability of obtaining an odd number in the rule of an unbased dice. So note that the description of the experiment: to rule a die. To rule a die, we get all these possible outcomes. When we rule a die, we may get 1, we may get 2, we may get 3, we may get 4, we may get 5, and we may get 6. So these are the all possible outcome of the experiment. So the sample space contain these outcomes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in this case, the number of outcome in the sample space is 6. Now note the description of the choice. Find the probability of obtaining an odd numbers. Obtaining an odd number, this is our choice from the sample space. So from the sample space, get the odd numbers: 1, 3, 5. So this is the event which contain all the outcome of our choice: 1, 3, and 5. Now the number of outcome in this event is 3, and the number of outcome in the sample space is 6. So the probability of our choice is 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. So in each problem, you see over here the probability of the event at less than 1. 1 over 2 means 0.5, and 0.5 is less than 1. Now another problem: what is the probability? What is the probability? What is the chance of drawing a face card and draw from a pack of 52 well-shuffled card? So the description of the experiment is a playing card. Total possible outcome in this playing card is 52. We know already. Since the pack is well shuffled, these outcomes are equally likely. Further, since only one card is to be drawn, so one card is to be drawn. This is our choice. The outcomes are mutually exclusive. There are 12 face cards. Actually, our choice is the chance of drawing a face card. So in the playing card, the number of face card is 12. So in this problem, the description of the experiment is the playing card. Number of playing cards, so the number of samples, the number of outcome in the sample space is 52. Then our choice is the face card, selecting a face card. And the total number of face card in the playing card is 12. So the probability of our choice is equal to 12 by 52. A is the event which contain the outcome of our choice. So the number of event A is 12, and the probability of A will be equal to 12 by 52, which is equal to 3 by 13. Now another problem: what is the probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53rd Sunday? So dear student, for this problem, note that the description of the experiment is the leap year. The leap year has 66 days, and it contains 52 complete weeks, that is 52 Sundays. The remaining 2 days, 52 Sundays gave us 364 days. So the remaining 2 days of the year would be any one of the following pairs: Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday, Monday. So there are 7 pairs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, thus, there are seven possibilities out of which last two are favorable to the occurrence of 53rd Sunday. Hence, the required probability is 2 by 7. So, dear student, note that in this problem, we are going to find the probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53rd Sunday. So, in this problem, in the 53rd Sunday, we have the remaining 2 days. The 364 days are for the 52 Sundays. 52 complete week have 364 days. So for the remaining 2 days, we have all these possible outcomes in pairs. So this is actually the sample space. In the sample space, there are 7 outcomes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Actually, these 2 days, which you see over here in the pairs, these 2 days comes in the 53rd days. So for the 53rd days, we have 2 days under these possible outcomes. So maybe in the 53rd week we have these 2 days, maybe we have these 2 days, maybe these 2 days, maybe Thursday, Friday, maybe Friday, Saturday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Sunday and Monday. So for the sample space, there are 7 possible outcomes. In these 7 possible outcomes, we have 2 days. So the probability is 2 by 7. Now, another problem: if a card is drawn from an ordinary deck of 52 playing cards, find the probability that the card is a red card, the card is a diamond, or the card is ID 10. No solution. The description of this experiment is actually is the playing card. In the playing card, there are 52 playing cards. So the number of sample space for this experiment is 52. When we assume that all possible outcomes are likely or equally likely. Now, the first choice is in this problem is the card is a red card. Let A be the event that the card draw is a red card. Then the number of outcomes favorable to the event A is 26. Since there are 26 red cards, so the probability of A event is actually m by n. M is the number of favorable outcomes, number of outcome in the event A, and n is the total number of possible outcome in the sample space. So 26 by 52 is actually the probability of event A, and this event A is actually contain the choice red card. So probability of this event A is 26 by 52, which is equal to 1 over 2, and 1 over 2 is 0.5, which is less than 1. Now another choice for this problem is the card is the diamond card. So the number of diamond card in the playing card, note that. Let B denote the event that card draw is a diamond. The number of outcomes favorable to the event B is 13, since there are 13 diamonds card. So the probability for the event B is equal to 13 by 52, which is equal to 1 over 4. Now, third choice for this problem. Let C denote the event that the card draw is a 10. Then the number of outcomes favorable to the event C is 4. As there are 4 tens. So probability of event C is equal to 4 by 52, which is equal to 1 over 13. Now another example: a fair coin is tossed 3 times. What is the probability that at least one head appears? So dear students, note that for the numerical measure of the chance, I have already told you that two things very important. Suppose three things very important. One thing, to note the description of the experiment. So under that description you will make the sample space. The sample space actually contain all the possible outcome of the experiment. So first of all, note the description of the experiment. What is the experiment? So you will get easily all the possible outcome of the experiment. Now, after this sample space, note the description of the choice, the description of the choice for which we find the probability. So, when you get the description of the choice, then select the outcome, the choice outcome for the sample space, and make another subset which is event, and the event will contain the outcomes of the choice, and you will select that choice outcome from the sample space. And then the third thing, divide the number of the outcome of the event by the number of outcome of the sample space. You can easily calculate the probability of the choice. Now in this problem, the description of the experiment is a fair coin is tossed three times. A coin is tossed three times. So when we toss a coin three times, maybe for all three times we get head, head and tail. Maybe for the first time we obtain head, for the second time tail, and for the second time head, and for the third time tail. Maybe for the first time we get head, for the second time tail, for the third time head. And similarly, maybe we get head, tail for the first time, head for the second, and head for the third. Maybe we get head for the first time, tail for the second time, and tail for the third time. Maybe we get tail for the first time, head for the second time, and tail for the third time. Maybe we obtain tail for the first time, tail for the second time, and head for the third time. Maybe we get tails for all three times. So these are the possible outcomes of the sample space. So the number of sample space is actually equal to 8. Now note that the description of the choice. What is the probability that at least one head appear? That at least one head appear, this is actually our choice. So at least one head appear, note the choice outcome. At least one head appear, at least one head appear in this outcome, at least one head appear in this outcome, at least one head appear in this, similarly in this outcome, and in this outcome also, and in this outcome also. So the number, as a coin is fair, we assume that each of these outcomes is equally likely to appear. Therefore we assign equal probability of 1 over 8 to each outcome. Let A denote event that at least one head appear. You see over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the outcome of our event is 7. The number of outcome of our choice in the event A is 7. So the probability of event A is the number of event A divided by number of outcome in the sample space. Number of outcome in the event A, number of outcome in the sample space, which is 7 by 8. Now another problem, to find the probability of throwing a total of 6 in a single throw with 2 unbased dice. So dear students, note that when we throw 2 dice, there will be 36 possible outcome in the sample space of this experiment. Since we have 2 dice, for one die maybe we obtain 1, and for the other die maybe we obtain 1. So when we fix for the first die, Suppose we fix for the first die is 1, and for the second die 1, for the second die 2, for the second die is 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now fix for the first dice is 2. Suppose from the first die we get 2, and for the second die vary the result. We obtain 2 and 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5 and 2 6. Similarly, fix the result of the first dice and vary the result of the second dice. We obtain these 6 outcomes. And similarly, when we fix the result of the first dice and vary the result of the second dice, we may obtain these 6 results. And similarly, we may obtain for 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 5 and 5 6 when you fix the result of the first dice, which is 5. And when we fix the result of the second dice, suppose 6, and when we fix the result of the first dice is 6 and weigh the result of the second dice, we obtain all these 6 results. So there are 36 possible outcomes when we throw 2 unbased dice. Now choose select the description of our choice. Find the probability of throwing a total of 6 in a single throw with 2 unbased dice. Out of these outcomes, the number of cases favorable to the event A of getting 6, of a total of 6. Actually 6 is our choice. So the total of a total of 6 is our choice. A total of 6 is a total of 6 mean that the sum of result is equal to 6. The sum of result will be equal to 6. So the sum of 1 and 5 is actually equal to 6. Sum of 2 4 6, 3 and 3 6, 4 2 6, 5 and 1 6. So note that this is actually our choice. 1 5 equal to 6. Similarly 2 4 equal to 6, and in this line 3 and 3 equal to 6, 4 and 2 equal to 6, and 5 and 1 equal to 6. So these are our choice. This is a very interesting problem. These are our choice. From these outcome, when we add these result, we get the total of 6. The total of 6 mean that the sum of the result from these 2 dice will be equal to 6. 1 plus 5 6, 4 plus 2 6, 3 plus 3 6, 4 plus 2 6. This is 2 4 and this is 4 2, and 5 1 and this is 1 5. So the number of outcome in our choice is equal to 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So the probability of our choice is 5 by 6, because number of outcome in the event, in this event A is actually our choice. Number of outcome in the event A is 5 and the number of outcome in the sample space is 36. So probability of event A is 5 by 36. Now another problem, a bag contains 52 tickets marked with number 1 to 15. One ticket is drawn at random. Find the probability that the number on it is greater than 10. Number 2, the number on it is even. Number 3, the number on it is a multiple of 2 or 5. Now in this problem it is clear that a bag contain 15 tickets. So the number of some outcome in the sample space is 15. Now tickets with number greater than 10 will be this event A contain 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. These are greater than 10. So the number of event A is 5, and hence the required probability of this event is 5 by 15, which is equal to 1 over 3. Now B, number of even number tickets. So the probability, the number of outcome in the set B is equal to 7, because from 1 to 15 we have 7 evens number. So the required probability of event B is equal to 7 by 15. Now C is another event which contain the choice the multiple of 2 are, these are the multiple of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and the multiple of 5 are 5 and 10 and 15. So the number of outcome in the event C is equal to 9. Note that 10 is repeated in both multiples will be counted only once. 10 is repeated in this description also, and 10 is repeated in this description also. In the multiple of 2, 10 is repeated, and the multiple of 5, 10 is also repeated. So the total number will be 9. Thus, the required probability for this event is equal to 9 by 15, which is equal to 3 by 5. Now, the last problem is suppose that each child born is equally likely to be a boy or a girl. Consider a family with exactly 3 children. Number A. List the 8 elements in the sample space whose outcomes are all possible genders of 3 children. B. Write each of the following events as a set and find its probability. Number 1. The event that exactly one child is a girl. Number 2. The event that at least 2 children are girls. Number 3. The event that no child is a girl. So for this problem, this is part A. List the 8 elements in the sample space whose outcome are all possible genders of 3 children. So for this description, for this experiment, the possible results will be B, B and B. B represent boy and G represent girl. So for the maybe the 3 children's, all 3 children will be boys, 2 children will be boys and other is girl. First children boy, other children girl, and third children boy. First child is boy and other 2 child is maybe girls. Similarly, first child may be girl and other 2 boys may be other two childs may be boys. And similarly, we may get G, B, G, 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 B, and maybe all 3 childs will be girls. So these are the possible outcomes of this experiment, that suppose that each child born is equally likely to be a boy or a girl. So for this experiment, these are the possible outcomes. Now part B. Write each of these events as a set and to find its probability. Number 1. The event that exactly one child is a girl. That exactly one child is a girl in this outcome and this outcome and this outcome. So 1, 2 and 3. So for this choice that exactly one child is a girl, we may we obtain these outcome from the sample space B, B, G, B, G, B and G, B, B. And these 3 outcome, there are exactly one girl. So probability for this event is 3 by 8. Now part number 2. The event that at least 2 children are girls, that at least 2 children are girl. Outcome number 1, outcome number 2, outcome number 3 and outcome number 4. In this outcome there is at least 2 girls. So for this event B will that denote the event that at least 2 children are girls. You see over here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in this event there are 4 outcomes, so the probability for this event is 4 by 8. Now let's see denote the event that no child is a girl. No child is a girl. This choice has only one outcome, so the probability of this outcome is equal to 1 over 8. So dear students, in this lecture you see over here problems for but it is related to the probability. Now, this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.